I left the city, I've been browsing. Treading water that they drowning. My head on the swivel, yeah. It's only really my surroundings. They keep it all the way 1,000.
Hey everybody, it's Zach, KK's Act Reviews. We are back again with another video, and guys, today is going to be Stargirl Day. This is episode 2 of season 2. This was a really good episode, right, Annie? Wasn't it a really good episode?
It was really good. I liked it.
You liked it?
Did you like it?
I liked it a lot. I liked how we really got to see a little bit more of the backstory of Jade, aka
Jenny. I guess her name is Jenny when she's not Green Lantern, and then it's Jade when she is. Yeah,
that was because somebody in the comments below, which thank you again for telling me her name is Jade. I'm confused though. Is it like she goes by Jenny when she's like the Lantern, or is her real name Jenny?
Jade when she's the Lantern.
Oh, she's Jade when she's the Lantern. Like, let me know down in the comments below. Is her name Jade when she's like Green Lantern, but then her actual name is Jenny? But literally, I like the backstory we got that she was in I'm assuming foster care. It looks like, but she's no longer a kid anymore. So, she had to leave the foster home, and she, that's when, I guess when she got to a certain age, she was, I guess, they were able to give her, Alan Scott, I guess, I think, unless that girl knew who Alan Scott was, the person that was looking over Jade in the foster home,
Alan Scott's her dad.
That told her that, I guess that told the lady, give this to my daughter when she turns a certain age. And then that ring, I guess she was hoping it would lead her to her brother, which my theory, I'm just going to get out the gate, which this is going to be a spoiler review. So just be prepared. On my channel, I do spoiler reviews. Sometimes I do, spoiler free, but mostly spoilers.
If you haven't seen the episode, go to episode and come back to this video.
Yes. But, okay, so my theory is, and this is a long shot theory, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But my theory is that she had a brother, and she was saying in one of the scenes, when the Lantern, she just gets angry at the Lantern because, Courtney thinks her life is perfect. She pretty much says, my life isn't perfect. I thought this Lantern would lead me to my brother. And where was the Lantern? The Lantern was in Courtney's house. And I'm thinking, this is a long shot, but I'm thinking that Jade's, or was her name Jade or
Jade or Jenny, I don't know.
Jenny's brother, I think, is Mike. That's a long shot theory. I could be so wrong.
He thinks that Jenny's dad, which is Alan Scott, did something with her mom, and then they had Jade, and later on she chose Pat and had Mike.
Yeah, I think that Alan Scott's wife, or girlfriend or whoever. It would make sense because, as we all know, Jenny is a big fan of Stripesy. Knows who Pat is, knows who Stripesy is, knows he's a legend or whatever.
She knows everything about him.
Exactly, and that's why I'm thinking, okay, this makes sense, and I thought the Lantern would lead me to my brother. So that's what makes me think, and also due to the fact that, as we all know, that, Cindy, she is recruiting, and that's when we saw Mike's name on the thing. I don't know, it's a long shot, but I'm thinking this all has to do, all this story, something to do with Mike, because think about it, we've never met Pat's wife, or girlfriend that he had, Mike.
Before he married Barbara.
Before he met Barbara and married her. So, I'm thinking, is it so out there, really? I don't know. It's probably, out of the blue, such a, off course theory, but, I'm thinking, could that be true? Because I keep thinking to myself, how is Mike why would he want to go to the bad side? He would never want to do that. He knows the Injustice Society is bad. So that's what makes me think, is there a chance he either gets taken over by Calypso, because we see that Cindy is being, in a way, not taken over, but, to use the power, to use that thing. It's kind of I think of it more to use that power. Yeah, to use the Calypso diamond. I'm thinking it's kind of like a genie in a lamp sort of situation. Yeah. If the genie in the lamp was mixed with the Incredible, mixed with the Hulk, with Bruce Banner and the Hulk, like how the Hulk takes over Bruce Banner. I think if it's two of those mixed together, where it's out of nowhere that Calypso can take over your body when it chooses to, but it's also he has to obey your orders because you're the master, whoever is using the stone, the Calypso stone. So that's what makes me think that he can just take over the Hulk takes over Bruce Banner a lot of the times, so that's why I kind of see too that it's Bruce Banner and the Hulk's power of like, like taking over mixed with like, mixed with the genie in the lamp sort of situation. So I'm thinking that either Calypso is going to take over Mike, and that's the only way like he would go turn to to the dark side, or it could be maybe that Cindy knows something about about Mike, about maybe like Pat told him something about the bad, like saying, oh, maybe your mom died. I don't know, like, but I feel like could I be so wrong? Maybe that I see this sort of situation, because that's the only thing. Because where's the brother, and why? And she literally said, I thought this lantern would lead me to my brother. And again, we don't know who's Pat's wife before he met Barbara, or girlfriend, or whoever. Yeah. And we don't know why she knows so much about Pat, because again, I don't think she knew much about her father. As far as and maybe she did, at least, I don't know. Jade, yeah, like, did she know so much? I mean, she knew who her father was, because she said, I'm Green Lantern's daughter. But did she know who her brother was, essentially? I don't know.
She never said who her brother was.
Yeah, but she just said, I'm looking for my brother. So clearly she knows she has a brother, but does she know the name of the brother? Did she ever like meet the brother? I don't know. Because I mean, she did when they were younger, but who knows if she remembers that?
Because she didn't go into foster care. She was just her.
Exactly. So I'm thinking, is there and she had? Oh no, they couldn't. My theory is so wrong. I want to know why it's wrong. Why? Because they were in the room together at the breakfast table. So that my theory just couldn't be right. Never mind, guys. I'm out. So I liked this episode because it still leads into how is Cindy going to build the Injustice Society with the new members, on top of how like she's not happy with Jade about how she came in there.
Like Jade at first.
Yeah, she's not happy with Jade, and the fact of she doesn't like how it's like almost like she's coming in there being super nice, but yet she broke into Courtney's house, but. Again, like, Courtney's like, you broke into my house, like, and she's suspicious of her, saying, like, there could be something wrong with her, she might be lying, if the staff worked for me, who's to say that, that it worked for, it's just, she's able to use the ring, like, who's to say she could be lying about being Green Lantern's daughter, who knows? So, like, I really do love how, like, it's, like, we, like, Courtney's, like, in a way, she's kind of, like, questioning things, as she should, because it's, like, it is true, like, she was able to use Starman's staff, and, like, who's to say she couldn't just use Green Lantern's ring? So I do love how her guard is up and she's thinking more like a hero, but it's like, Pat was right. Like why are you questioning, in a way, like, you're questioning, like, who, like, what I mean? Like, you were able to, you had faith in, Rick and, and Yolanda and, Beth. So, like, that's the good side of you as a hero, is that you believe in people and, even though, like, people have a way of looking at those people, you believe in them and you see the best in them. So I really do love how he put that out there. Like, oh, why don't you like her? So that was cool.
I liked how, like, Pat introduced her to, like, Beth and
that was
Rick.
Cool.
And then when Courtney and Yolanda came in after school, she met them too. Yolanda met Jade, and Courtney didn't seem too happy about it. Yeah, the thing is that Yolanda was like, again, because she tried telling Yolanda, oh, this girl's too nice, so she could be lying, or oh, like, she made pancakes this morning. She she fixed the counter when she came in and destroyed the place. And right when she, like, pretty much, isn't happy, well, that everybody's just, like, liking her. And everybody's saying, oh, you're a legacy, like, and, like, how I am or whatever, like, how Rick is. So, like, I feel like, she felt like a fraud, that, she felt like originally how she felt earlier when when the staff, chose her. That, she's like, she thought she was Starman's daughter. When she found out that was a backstep for her. It took her a minute to realize that it doesn't matter if you were Starman's daughter or you're not Starman's daughter. The staff chose you because you're pure of heart and you have a heart of a hero. That's why it chose you. So it's like, but she's like, but she sees Jade as like the life that she in a sense wanted, like what I mean, like how like she wanted to be like a kid of a superhero of the JSA. She wanted that. She wanted to like she sees how like she's nice seeing when she first met Pat, she was nice and everything, and Pat like responded to that very well, and she's kind of like she wishes she had that life.
about being a legacy, about, like wishing she could go back and, be nicer to Pat and like have that same experience of like a first impression, make that first impression to Pat, same as how Jade made that first impression to, to Pat. So I really do like how like she saw that, but I love how Jade's like, my life's not perfect. I ended up, being in a foster home, my dad essentially like dying and just all that happening, like, and her losing her brother.
Yeah, Courtney thought her life was perfect, Jade's, but
it wasn't.
It's not, because her dad died and her brother is missing.
Yeah, so like literally, I'm wondering who the brother is. As far as I know,
I think it's Mike.
My theory doesn't make sense anymore. As far as what's it be that thing though? What's it be like? I was right, but I said forget it, and it actually was right. But I don't think so, because it's like
they said she never said what her brother's name was. She never said who it was. She just said
exactly. So
she said
maybe.
I thought this room would lead me to my brother.
And they were kids at the time. She only might have met her brother when they were younger. But my theory could be right. I'm gonna stick to my guns.
Because the Green Lantern.
Because
the ring needs to be charged, I guess. So the lantern for the ring to be charged was in Courtney's house, and that's where Mike lives.
Exactly. So I feel like my theory was right. I feel like it could be right. I could be wrong again, guys. I'm not saying it is right, but it sounded like a pretty good theory. I could be wrong. That's why theories are good, because you can speculate these things, and if they're right or wrong, you just gotta either stick to your gut, or you just got to be like, it might be out of the blue, but like that's what's fun about these shows and stuff, is theorizing things, and if they're wrong, cool, then theorize something else. But if you're right, it's like it's a win. So I feel like I could be right, because I feel like this season's gonna be very Mike centric, with him getting the pink pen in the next episode.
Yeah.
Cindy pulling out the files of her recruits.
Is he getting it?
Yeah, definitely. He's not gonna give up that pink pen. I mean, it's meant for somebody else. I forget in the back of my head what the kid's name is that gets the pink pen, but like I feel like as of right now, I could see that being his, because I feel like they really want to go into this with him having a power, and I feel like he won't want to give that up. I don't know. I could be wrong. He might just take over as Stripe at some point. I don't know. All I know is it's going to be interesting to see if he is going to be the person that is going to be the sole owner of that pen going forward. That's going to be cool if that is true. All I know, though, is I feel like it's very Mike-centric, with him being recruited, or one of the temporary recruits for Cindy and her new, Injustice Society, on top of, who is Jade's brother. On top of, again, why haven't we known anything about Pat's, past love life and how he had Mike? We don't know.
Yeah.
And the only reason, and also the connection she had also with knowing about Pat.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there could be some ties in here, and maybe making a big problem where maybe somehow he finds out and maybe something bad happened, and he doesn't want to, he doesn't trust anybody or doesn't care anymore about the JSA and wants to go to the Injustice Society. But I don't see that happening. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't want Mike to go to
I don't see that happening because he's so for the JSA and he knows they're bad, the Injustice.
I said it too, but someone said they could see Mike going to ISA, and I said I don't want to see Mike go to ISA.
I could see it too, though. I could see it.
I could see him being better for the JSA because where his dad is, where his sister.
And it's scary because remember, he did kill Icicle, and he said, "Oh, does that mean I get to be a part of the JSA?" And people thought right away, that's if you think you can kill. That's what I'm thinking. If he doesn't have a problem with killing villains, I have a feeling maybe if something goes wrong and down where he says, maybe Pat's like, you can't do this, blah, 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 blah. He gets angry, and then maybe Calypso takes over him, and then maybe corrupts him, and he just is a bad member.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking what gets to the point where either does Mike willingly go over, or does he get taken over by Calypso? Those are the two options. And is Jade's brother Mike? And those are my three questions as of right now. Those three things I just said, and I want to know what you guys think about my theory down in the comments below. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Again, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's just that's what's good about these shows is that we can theorize.
It's just a theory. We don't know if it's true. It's just a theory.
Yeah, I can't. This is my theory. I don't know. I'm happy about it because I see the connections here, but I could be wrong.
Zach is very into
I get into this.
Shows.
I do. I get into this. But honestly though, I am happy though. I'm happy about this episode, especially when we, again, as you said about how we find out Jade's power. she is the lantern. That's why, because we saw earlier she didn't need to charge the lantern, because Pat's like, how were you able to use this when you weren't charging the lantern? As I knew from Alan Scott, what I know about the lantern is that you have to recharge the ring from, the lantern. But again, as we find out, she is the lantern, and when her emotions make the lantern stronger, or make it powers up the lantern more because of how her emotions go. Because it's connected to the lantern. Exactly, the ring is connected to the lantern, even though she is the lantern in a sense.
Yeah, because Pat said he was like.
That's like another part of her.
He was like, how are you using the ring?
Exactly.
If you don't have money to charge it.
Exactly. So I'm thinking she's connected.
Because she got it when she left the foster home.
Exactly. Yeah, she got the ring, not the lantern.
The ring, and it's already charged, I guess.
But she's already technically a part of the lantern. So that's why the lantern, when she was acting nervous, the lantern was acting up. So, but when the lantern exploded, does that mean the lantern's gone and she doesn't need, because they specified she does not need the lantern to power up the Green Lantern ring because she is the lantern. So that lantern not being there anymore, because I could still be there, but it looked like it cracked and exploded. I don't know. And we saw that deep hole in the ground, and she thought she was dead.
I thought she was dead because Beth said she was dead. So I thought she was dead because it's what Beth said, but then we saw her.
I said she's flying.
Exactly.
I said it's Green Lantern time. She's flying.
She's flying.
The CGI for her,
so cool.
The green floating as a Green Lantern with the green eyes was fire.
The CGI was really
was
good.
fire. I love the CGI in the show.
Really, really
and what's crazy is that the CGI in this show, the budget for the show and the budget for Superman and Lois is actually a lower budget than the Flash. But yet this has better CGI, both of these shows, than the Flash, and better stories.
I've never seen anything like CGI in this show because CGI and Fuller House sucked.
Well, I mean, remember, that's different. Did you say Fuller House?
Yeah, the fish was CGI'd in.
Well, that's Netflix, Annie. That's not CW. That's why. I mean, also, I don't know. It's different. When it comes to stuff like that, and it comes to, it's different. It depends on, what you're using CGI for. But, I love it. The Superman and Lois and the
episode, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, Superman and Lois and Stargirl have literally the best CGI. Literally. And yet they have a lower budget. I still can't get over that to this day.
I watched episodes of Superman.
Better story, better budget.
I watched episodes of Superman and Lois with him one week, and it was
it's good,
but I haven't watched since.
You can watch it at some point, when you have the time.
Watches it at my
Jesus,
house.
you're really close to that mic. You're like, oh my god, take it back a notch.
He usually watches it at my sister's house, but
yeah,
I'm watching it here.
Yeah,
because he's home anyway.
Because I work.
And because of Stargirl on, we watched Stargirl.
And we watched Stargirl together, so there's no point in me, watching it and then going down to my sister's house, sleeping over, and then whatever. Because also, she cut back on hours, so literally, I'm I work every day except tomorrow because, as you guys all know, what if is tomorrow, but that's off topic. So I'm gonna be staying up tonight, and I want to go into work because I work early and be tired. Yeah, so off topic though, but I loved this episode. It was really great episode.
I liked it.
I loved this episode. I do love the dynamic of how Courtney thought that was the perfect life, and she was she was jealous about the first impression to to Pat and everything, and also being a legacy. She felt jealous because that's the life she wanted. But again, I love how Jade's you do not want my life. I'm not perfect. Look at everything I've been through. And I do love how she gave that speech to Jade at the end, or Jenny.
Yeah, well,
at the end, that was cool.
I think that Courtney was threatened by Jade.
She was
because
she was the legacy. She was the nice girl.
Not that she also in season 1, Courtney bonded with Pat and got close with Pat.
But it was
someone new comes in and takes over.
That too. It was the fact that she felt jealous. Oh my god, the girl made a great first impression. She's super nice, super caring. She fixes things. She makes breakfast. She's the overall perfect girl, and she's a legacy. That's everything Courtney ever wanted, and that's what Jade was, and she was jealous. And she was jealous because Pat was spending time with her, saying, "Oh, you don't have to go to school or do anything yet." I mean, yet Pat can't say, "Oh, you have to go to school," because he just met Jade. But she was really, I have to go to school, and this girl just gets to spend time with you, talk about superheroing, and I have to go to school. And how about let's talk about Yolanda being in summer school too. I still can't. I don't know how I feel about Stargirl being called Stargirl Summer School. I still have. I don't know. It could just have been called just Stargirl season 2 or just Stargirl.
Was in summer school and she saw Yolanda and she said, "Yolanda, why are you here to go straight?" She goes, "I did. My parents put me in here to keep me out of trouble." Yeah,
about her getting the straight A's and keeping her out of trouble. Yeah, you're right. I literally thought it was funny though, because she's like, she was happy about it, and she's like, oh, that sucks. But let's talk about the fiddler's, son. I don't know the kid's name. I don't pay attention that much to like those. Like in a way, I don't want to say they're side characters, but they are for as of right that last season they were, but they're like coming to the forefront because they're the new Injustice.
His name is Isaac.
His name is Isaac.
Scares me.
She's great at remembering names. I have a hard time remembering names. It's weird, but she has great memory when it comes to things like that. But literally, Isaac, when he said, what'd he say? I'm here or something.
Like, I'm here.
Like, he was pissed. I looked at her, I'm like, he's gonna be a problem when Cindy manipulates him and also like Sportsmaster and Tigress's daughter. I don't know her name. You might know. I forget. Let me know down in the comments below. You guys are always coming in the clutch, letting us know what's up and like who, like, and helping us remember names. But literally, she's short-tempered just like them. On top of,
she's not short-tempered like them.
100% she is. Oh my god, did you not see her last season on the football team? Bro, she literally knocked the crap out that dude. 100%. No, she stalked him. Dude, she's definitely short-tempered like Tigress in sports. She's competitive too. Just like that. No.
Tigress is short-tempered, but I feel like Tigress is. Or Tigress is, and I don't think Sportsmaster is.
Guys,
short-tempered.
A little backup. What do you mean she's not? Are you kidding? Yes, she is.
I feel like she's short-tempered like Tigress, but I don't think so.
Oh, she is as her being the
offspring.
No. What are we talking about? The doctor, or are we talking about the mom? Because they both are, and it has to show that she's just like her parents.
I think Tigress is short-tempered, but I don't see Sportsmaster being short-tempered.
Sportsmaster's the same too. They both are. They're both like two birds in the cuckoo nest. They're crazy. They're crazy. Like,
yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah, so they're both crazy. No, they're both crazy and short-tempered, and literally that is their offspring. So, I am so excited because you have her, you have Fiddler's, you have Cameron, and we also have is Isaac. So we have a really good group, especially Cindy.
We have Cameron, Isaac, I can't remember
Cindy, and we have
Cindy, I can't remember Sportsmaster's daughter, and we possibly have Mike.
Again, I still can't get over that. Like, I feel like my theory is so good to spark him off to doing something. I don't know.
The one thing that made me mad was when she ended in Florida last week and ripped Henry's picture.
When we thought because when she picked it up, I was like, is he alive somehow? I literally jumped. I'm like, there's no freaking way he's alive. But I told her, if there's not a body, that's how it goes. If there's not a body, there's a chance that he is most definitely alive. Because he even... What's his real name in real life? I forget.
His name is Jade Austen Walker.
Jade Austen Walker? Mm-hmm. Well, I think he said he would if it comes back in a cool way. And I'm telling you, if there's not... How it goes in movies and anything, if there's not a body, he is somehow probably alive. Even though literally a building fell on him. I don't know how, but...
I honestly think he is dead because...
And I hope he is.
Ceiling fell on him.
And the reason I hope he is because it extended the story and also letting us know that, like, people can die in the show. And also told Courtney this isn't a game. And that's why I want him to stay dead, because it was such an emotional moment. I literally, like, cried. And I did not like that character. I cried at that moment. And that's how I really knew I loved this show. It made me feel for a character I didn't even like. And I started liking him, but I cried.
The same way when it comes to like Naruto, he hates Hiram.
Dude, I'm not. Don't even start. I'm not the same way with Hiram. I liked Henry from the beginning. With Henry, nah. I hate Hiram.
And I also liked Hiram from the beginning.
I know you do, and that's why you're excited for tomorrow's episode.
Yeah, that's just, like,
off topic.
Like, that's really gonna be just like my video because I'm the one starting the video. And I'm the one talking.
I'm literally tomorrow. I'm just gonna be probably sitting there and be like.
So he's probably gonna talk.
I don't care about tomorrow's episode.
I'm probably not gonna talk at all.
You're gonna let me talk. I'm gonna be like, oh, this was trash. I mean, I hope it's interesting. I hope it's interesting because they better hope they have a good story for him to be the way he is. I'm just saying. All I know though is I love this. What?
Cancer.
What do you mean?
No.
Yeah. What about it? No, he didn't have it when he was younger. This is like his story on how he became the crime boss that we know. I hope it's good. It has to be a good story, but even then, it does not mean you get to be the way what you've been doing in Riverdale. But that's off topic. We have to talk about that tomorrow because we have to be on this good on the show. But you liked this episode.
I did. It was very good.
I liked it too. And I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about... Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about my theory. I really want to know. Again, I could be off topic. That's why I'm saying a theory. I'm not saying it's for sure. Yeah. I want to know what your theories are on how maybe Mike ends up being in Injustice Society. Because I could see that happening and maybe possibly being the cliffhanger to lead into Season 3. And also, let's talk about also, Sylvester Pembleton, a.k.a. Starman. I think that's actually him.
At first I thought it was Shade.
I thought it could maybe Shade, or maybe... I was like, I don't see how he's alive still.
Shade has a black card.
Exactly.
Sylvester Pembleton has a
blue card. And I don't think he's able... Again, I don't know his character in the comics. I don't know a lot of these characters. I'm very new to these older characters.
We're not like...
I am, but like I don't know this kid. Like I'm slightly learning about more, especially like Shade and Calypso. I don't know these villains, and like I was new to like Stargirl and everything, so that's why I'm like I'm doing my history. Yeah, I'm doing my history search on these villains and stuff, but all and these new heroes. But literally though, I am curious. What is your theory on maybe how Mike is gonna, like, if you think he will go over to the Injustice Society, how? And also, do you guys see my theory possibly being right? Again, I could probably see like it not being right, but like that's what's good about theories. I want to know what your theory is, even though it could be so far out there. It could possibly be true. We live in that time where, like, a lot of these writers think like us and making things so far out there that we wouldn't think about it, but yet we do. So that's what I'm thinking. I want to know what you guys have to say down in the comments below about what your theories are about Mike and about Sylvester. Do you think that's actually him? There could be a chance. Again, we technically saw him die, but, like, how did he come back to life? I don't know. If that is actually him, who brought him back? And why? That's the question. I kind of hope it is him, because that would make a real big problem for Courtney on, like, will that staff want to still be with her when he comes along? That would really, and then it would be cool if he did pass it down and be like, you have the same heart I did and I'm passing it to you. Yeah. That would be sick. Yeah. That would be sick. Yeah. I would love that episode, but it's like the staff is happy to see him, and it's the question of will she be Stargirl again? I honestly hope it's actually him. It would be sick. It would be sick. It would be cool. But guys, that was the video. That was episode 2 of Stargirl. I loved it. It was a great episode. I cannot wait for episode 3, because that's when we're finally going to see Mike with the pink pen. We're finally going to see some action going down. They're going to confront Shade, the whole, JSA. Yep. And also, by the way, Jade left.
Yeah, she's gone.
She left. Or Jenny, she left. It's going to be so, I'm just going to call her Jade, because I can remember that more than Jenny. But she left. I'm wondering if she's going to come back.
Me too.
That's the question. But guys, that was the video. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and put on those notifications, like this video. I would love to have you guys here, a part of this family here on this channel. Right now, we're at 360, almost to 400 subs. We're making moves. We're making strides. We're following dreams. We're reaching for the stars.
360?
Huh?
360.
Yeah, I'm at 360. I think I'm at 361. But I'm at, I know, it's good so far. I'm really happy what the channel and how great it's been growing. And this family's been growing. But without further ado, I'm going to get going to Superman and Lois, because I got to go watch the finale. I'm super excited. So guys, stay tuned. Again, subscribe to the channel and put on those notifications and like this video, because you guys do not want to miss what's coming to the channel. And I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Also, if you're new to the channel, let me know down in the comments below, because I will welcome you guys to the family. And I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about episode 2. But I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow for Riverdale, and we'll see you guys next week for Stargirl on Tuesday. But without further ado, I'm going to end this video here. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.